Well, for me, if you're going to be a successful leader, not just a leader, if you have to be on the top, I've realized that I've constantly have to add value to everything what I do. My team has to feel that as a leader, I'm able to contribute. I'm always ahead of the curve in terms of trying to give them solutions, thought processes, think through ideas, give them solutions, think differently, think strategically, and therefore you tend to gain respect with your actions. The day you stop gaining respect is when you stop thinking. So for me, if I don't add value as a CEO, then I don't think I can remain a CEO for long. So for me, it is adding value more than anybody else to keep on top of the things. I think the way I have practiced my leadership style right from early stages is I started my career as a grassroots accountant, and it is just that God's grace, I got an opportunity to work in a very buzzing alcohol industry with a lot of foreign brands. In the early stages, I was very connected to the consumer marketing, and I started spending a lot of time in addition to my functional finance areas to understand the business. So when someone comes to me with certain request, I'll try to understand the market, the consumer. I used to do a lot of field visits. I used to visit a lot of bars and pubs as part of my role to understand how the brands are stacked up, what menu is printed, what are collaterals being used. So it started giving me a lot of thought process on how to price my product, what do the consumers want. So I was able to contribute more than my functional role. So for aspiring person, you need to be doing more than what your role determines, and you need to really stand out in the clutter. If you do not stand out in the clutter and be recognized for doing something, we are all paid for what we are supposed to do, that's fine. But then people, organizers has to feel that they're getting more than what they're expecting from an individual. And then that lets you stand out in the clutter, and then you get recognized. So that's how I have practiced my career. Well, over the last few years, I think 10, 15 years, I've been fairly conscious in what I'm eating. There are lots and lots of factors which goes in. Earlier, I was not very careful in what I was eating. I've reduced a lot of junk food. I've reduced a lot of intake on oil. I've reduced a lot of cholesterol control things. I'm very clear on the timing of eating food, taking medications, regular health checkups. Because I do understand that given the business we are in, the complications what it can have to you if you don't take care. So in my day-to-day actions, whenever I do certain things, I always think, is it going to be good for my health? It's not that I don't indulge myself, I do indulge myself, but it also comes with a kind of guilt sometimes you feel. Therefore, you control yourself a little later. So basically on food and your health. What is motivated? I feel I'm blessed. Like you rightly said, a lot of people don't reach the top. And when you look back into your batchmates, look at your thing, look at your friends and thing, you believe you have achieved something, and I think that achievement has come in because you have been blessed also to come into this world. And that is that gratitude of someone who has blessed us keeps me going to say I should now give back to society what I've been brought to this earth with. It is that intent which I keep saying, I need to always give back to society, do more than what I have, justify the role which I am in, and thank everyone for having selected me in this role. It is that gratitude for having reached this through lots of help, a lot of positions, keeps me motivated to do more. You have to be very clear that the world has changed a lot in the last many years. When I started a career, things were very different and what things are today. Today, every day I learn in my job. Just because I'm a CEO, I don't stop learning. Learning is not just in my industry, in my behavior, in my principles. I learn from youngsters also. Sometimes they seem to have far better at certain things than what I am. So for me, you have to be patient and continuously learn to improve yourself as an individual. Second, always do more than what you are asked to do. In a way, feel your contribution to what you are doing. Do not do anything for the sake of doing it. If you are not enjoying what you are doing, don't do it. You need to enjoy what you are doing. You have to feel why you are doing certain things. When you ask some of these questions, you will then start questioning the way it is being done, how it should be done, is a better way of doing things. These are the things which will add value to the work what you do and then make you stand out. So one, stand out, add value, do more, learn all the time.